are the top 5 cars under $10,000. All right, we're going to start this off real strong. We got the RSX Type S, aka the DC5 Integras. You got a K20 in here, so this is one of Honda's most goated motor. You can make crazy power if you do decide to boost it. These cars are super clean. They got a huge aftermarket support. They're extremely reliable. Interior is not that bad either. And best of all, they got VTEC, baby! Next up, we got the 2004 to 2005 Blob Eye Subaru WRX. And yes, you guys can find these for under 10K. Just got to look in the right places, but make sure you guys go through these thoroughly before buying it, because these have a terrible stigma with the owners around them. They don't take care of their cars, so you don't want to end up buying a beat up one. But these things are boosted, they sound great, they make a good amount of power, and they have a huge aftermarket part support around them, so you can find parts anywhere and for a good price too. Not to mention 4 doors, you know what that means? More. All right, third on the list, we have the goated Nissan 350Zs. You can find these for well below 10K. They're very reliable, they're decently fast, have a ton of aftermarket support, and they're great drift cars. I have so many friends that drive these to and from the events, shred tires for hours, and still nothing be breaking down. And you can definitely make them look good as well. The only bad thing about them is they sound like an absolute trumpet. Alright, and fourth on the list is the S13 240SX. Now this is definitely not the most reliable car on this list, but the thing about them is they have so much freaking aftermarket support. You can turn this car into anything you want, and the parts are fairly cheap. The only bad thing about them is about 90% of them are clapped out, so you really got to be on the hunt for a nice and clean one. But once you find that clean one, dude, chef's kiss to build. They do come stock with the KA, so it is pretty slow, but once you save up that money over time, you can swap a little SR into it for $3,000 or $4,000. Now you got a boosted JDM motor that you can swing. All right, last but definitely not least, I think these cars are super slept on. They are the IS 250/350s around 2007 to 2012 era. These things are very reliable. They're super comfy dailies. They got all the bells and whistles that Lexus do, such as power folding mirrors, heated seats, and all that. So they're great dailies, and you can find these all day long for under 10K. Not to mention, you can get them in auto or stick, in rear-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. So they basically have all the options you can ever want. Let me know, is there a car I should have put on this list that I forgot about?